All right, coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers, we will give you an update on the previews and predictions golly, for the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs new series, everything. And then we'll also have our headlines along with the update on Hurricane Harvey, along with our final thoughts. So stay tuned because
Double Take Sports Talk is next.
All right, Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to our podcast with me, Darren Watts. Say hello to Darren Watts today.
All right, what's going on? My man, Darren Watts. What's happening?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just living the day, you know?
Yeah, all right. All right, so there we have it. Of course, our normal routine previews, predictions, and then we have our headlines, and then, of course, we'll be giving an update on Hurricane Harvey, and then the final thoughts. Darren, you ready to do it?
Yeah, let's do this, man.
All right. See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention and you don't actually look at details. The St. Louis Cardinals had the day off, so there's no games particularly for the St. Louis Cardinals. Tomorrow, they will face off against the Milwaukee Brewers. So in the meantime, we only have previews and predictions for the Chicago Cubs. They are facing off against, I just forgot who it was just there.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
There you go. Daryl, that's yours.
Yep. All right, here we go. We got tonight's game. We got the 63-68 Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the 69-60 Chicago Cubs. That's going to be an 8:05 pitch off at Wrigley Field. The projected starters for the Cubs and the Pirates. We're going to start this one off with the Pirates. We have right-handed pitcher Trevor Williams. He is 5-6 on the year with a 4.40 ERA with 91 strikeouts. He is coming off of his best start of his career. 8 shutout innings against the Dodgers, opposite Rich Hill's perfect game bid. And he also gave up 3 runs in 3 2/3 innings in July 7th at Wrigley Field. The other projected starter for the Cubs, we have Mike Montgomery, left-handed pitcher. He is 4-6 on the year with a 3.43 ERA with 81 strikeouts. Of course, he is making his second start in the place of injured John Lester. He threw 6 scoreless innings against the Reds on Wednesday, and the start will be his 10th. He also has 36 appearances out of the Cubs bullpen. A few things to note for this game. Williams has made a pair of starts against the Cubs this season, both losses for the Pirates. He allowed 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 walks over, of course, 3 2/3 innings, as I mentioned earlier, needing 98 pitches to record 11 outs on the series of July 7th. The Cubs will play 24 of their final 33 games against NL Central competition,
including the St. Louis Cardinals.
That's right. They are 30-30. They are 30-22 within the division. That is the best intra-divisional record in the Central. 30-22. That's Andrew McCutchen is 4 hits shy of Dick Grotine of the Gorats, I think it is, with 1,435 for 14th place on the Pirates' all-time hit list, and 2 homers short of 200. Well, that was quick. That's all I got for the preview of the Pirates and the Cubs game tonight at 8:05.
I'm going to go ahead and knock out tomorrow's preview for the Cardinals and the Brewers. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock that out.
Oh, sure.
Let's go ahead and go down for the 65-65 St. Louis Cardinals going up against the 68-63 Milwaukee Brewers. I believe they played tonight. Let me double check something. I believe they played tonight. They play tonight, then this record is going to be not accurate. But as of right now, they stand at 68-63. Yes, the Brewers are also, yes, this record stands the same. So they are all 68-63 and will be going into tomorrow. First pitch is at 7:40 on August 29th, which is tomorrow, 2017, at Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The projected starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals is Luke Weaver. He is in place of Adam Wainwright, who is on the 10-day DL list. He is 2-1 on the year with a 2.31 ERA and 26 strikeouts. He is going up against Milwaukee Brewers projected starting pitcher Matt Graza. He is 6-7 with a 4.67 ERA and 70 strikeouts. Huh?
Former Cub.
Oh. Couple things to note in this game. Number one, on Sunday, the Cardinals placed Jay Yorko on a 10-day disabled list with a right hamstring injury. He sustained that injury, just to note, when the Cardinals was coming back against the who did they just play last series? I don't remember. He was going to who?
The Rays.
Yeah, he was going to try to run for home base, but changed his mind and messed up his hamstring. Yeah. The third baseman was replaced on the roster by Luke Voigt. With Voigt only playing first base, Matt Carpenter would spend some time at third base when the rookie plays, with Greg Garcia also sharing the load at third in Yorko's absence. The four Cardinals who have faced Graza 15 or more times, Matt Carpenter, Dexter Fowler, Yadier Molina, and Kolten Wong, have all batted averages below 0.250 against the right-hander. Fowler, who has 17 at-bat versus Graza, has the lowest of the four, 0.176 with 5 career strikeouts. And Weaver's 71 strikeouts through the first 15 career is the fourth highest total in Cardinals history. That is for tomorrow's Milwaukee Brewers St. Louis Cardinals matchup in Milwaukee. That being said,
Uncle Remus, I got a question. Was it Matheny's idea to take Matt Carpenter out of the pitching rotation?
No, that was Tony La Russa.
That was Tony La Russa. Okay.
Yeah, La Russa took him out of the pitching rotation. I loved him.
It
worked good.
I mean, he was good. He's good both sides.
I think it happened when Albert Pujols left. I think when Albert Pujols left, I think Carpenter took over first base, and I think he took him out, and I think he might have seen some interest that might have wanted him to have some pitchers in the rotation.
That's part of the Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's start with the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Daryl, who do you have in that game?
The Cubs.
I got the Pirates.
Screw you.
I got the Pirates. I'm sorry, but I got the Pirates.
I don't know what makes you so confident in the Pirates.
Because it seemed like that the Pirates give them some competition.
They give all the NL competition.
They do.
That's in any sport.
Yeah, but I mean the Pirates, they just look like they just favors to win game one to me. That's just me. I could be wrong, but
yeah, you are. Yeah, of course.
And tomorrow, St. Louis Cardinals, Milwaukee Brewers matchup. Who do you have?
I got the Cardinals.
I got the Brewers.
If they sneak into this playoffs next year, you are going to predict all Cardinals wins for all 182 games.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
That's going to be part of the bet. That's going to be part of the bet.
Oh, you trying to bet me?
Yeah. If the Cardinals get into this playoffs,
which they're not.
Oh yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
They will.
No, they won't.
Get into this playoffs, you are going to have to predict all Cardinals win for all 182 games. Agreed?
Yeah, agreed. Because they're not making it to the playoffs, and I don't even have to worry about that. It's just not going to happen.
Wow.
They're not going to win this series. They're either going to tie or lose. They're not winning the next series, and I think that's against the Giants. They're definitely not winning that series. You can forget that. They're not winning San Diego. and they're not winning Pittsburgh. They might win Cincinnati. They're not going to win against the Cubs. They're going to win against Cincinnati. They're not losing. They're going to lose against Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Milwaukee again. Just saying. They're not making it to the playoffs. They're not making it. They're not making it. Flat out. They're not making it.
Poof.
Giving your previews predictions for the St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Cubs. There you have it. All right, headlines. Daryl, floor's yours.
All right, here's your headlines for. I just literally just froze for a second. Here's your headlines for the NBA, NFL, and MLB sports world for August 28, 2017.
Just like how I did yesterday. Trying to sit there and figure out what was I talking about. I had no idea.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Even with your notes in front of you, you still have no idea what you're
talking about. This done. It sucks too, man. Your
brain
sits there. It just sits there. You can't get that now.
Nope.
Nothing. All right. So we're gonna start this one off with the NBA. Of course, we had talked about it a few weeks back on the podcast. We talked about Giannis Antetokounmpo wanting to actually be in the run for the MVP. He has actually wants to have interest in that. And Kobe Challenge has stepped up to that challenge to say, hey, you should win MVP. So he did challenge him to that. And I also mentioned on yesterday's podcast that I believe that they had a official signing of Norris Laurel. Well, today they did just make it official. They did re-sign him, and they have not actually closed the details, but I thought it was a one-year deal, probably like worth $2.14 something million. But like I said, don't take that from me. And lastly but not least, in the NBA, Pelicans Solomon Hill is out 6 to 8 months after hamstring surgery. Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to the NFL side. Now, Houston Texans owner Bob McNair is pledging $1 million in flood relief. Of course, with the Hurricane Harvey, stuff like that, we'll get to that here shortly. He has pledged $1 million in flood relief, and I'm pretty sure the other Houston teams have stepped up too, but it hasn't been said. Let's see. John Harbaugh, he's talking awfully big now. He promises that Joe Flacco will play in the season opener.
Okay, good confidence.
He's talking a little big right now. And if he does actually get in, then yeah, that's another thing, but he's talking kind of big. Let's see. What's this dude's name? I think it's Montez Burfess. I think it's Bengals linebacker. He is facing a 5-game suspension due to a illegal hit. I think it was an illegal helmet hit on a defenseless receiver. I believe that's right. Yeah. And he said that was a legal hit, so of course he's going to do something about that. And for the MLB side, I really don't have nothing for that, of course. I don't have nothing for the MLB side. That's all I have for the sports world of MLB, NFL, and NBA for August 28th, 2017. All right, final thoughts. Didn't you got anything for us?
Sure, John.
I got one thing to add real quick. I did forget to mention this during the headlines in the NFL. Chuck Pagano is keeping the quarterback competition in open. So that looked like the Andrew Luck is not going to be starting anytime soon. So I just wanted to throw that out there for Colts fans and all that stuff. So in secret, I hope there's no other playoffs going on.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. And if there is one,
let it be the last
seed.
Let it be the 6th seed, man.
Mm-hmm. Let it be the 6th seed.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I have. Also, so if there's not anything else, we go ahead and wrap this up and get on out of here.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. That ends another edition of our podcast, Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show? You just comment on the comment section below. We are here as normal, apply the best way we can. Of course, we got the social media of Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you have any questions for us, just hit us there on our social media sites, and we'll reply to them the best way we can. But until then, I'm Daryl. Darren's on the opposite side.
Yep.
All right, catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.